That later on, just to make sure everything there. Okay, now these things here, you know what a right-hand thread is?
Yeah, well that's normal.
Normal right-hand thread. You know what a left-hand thread is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we used to say right is left and left is right. What we'd mean by this is this. Those on the right hand would have a left-hand thread. Why is that? And the other would have a right-hand thread. So that the forward motion of the loco would tend to tighten them. There is cases of them coming off if you run the tender there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's your set screw to make sure it's tight. Make sure it's, you know, it's not loose.
Yep.
Cap nuts, I think we used to call them. Okay, boxes, have a look how much clearance you got there. Indicates how she's set up on the spring. If she's hanging down on the box, you know she's not set up on the spring or the spring is broken.
Spring is broken.
Yeah. Okay, brake box, brake hangers.
Yes.
Knuckle pins, I think they call that knuckle pins, yeah. Trailing rod, intermediate rod, leading rod. Brake box here, frame for cracks.
Well, there's nothing back here. How did that thing?
Oh, yes,
Like
yes.
that from day one.
Yes.
Does that mean that because you're whitening off between your journal faces?
Yes, could be, yes. It indicates you haven't got enough clearance there, yes, but I don't think that. It's not really bad.
No.
No. Okay. Centric arm.
Yes.
Have a look if it's not broken in a square.
Yep.
Centric bolt. Centric rod and bolt there.
Yep.
Front knuckle pin. Brake block, same thing. Yeah, it used to be a terrible job. Men on shed here had to grease the locos, you know, and it's a terrible job. They'd throw it all out, you know, instead of going to the nipples and go out. Okay. Radius rod, lifting arm,
Yep.
quadrant link block inside.
Yes. And that's got paper pins.
Paper pins in there, yes, most important. Yes, there, yes.
No way in the world would be able to get in that in a hurry.
No, you wouldn't, no.
When you were saying, when we were doing lessons and that, and you were saying the this is equal to the length of the radius, is that right?
That is
the distance that's travelled.
No, that curvature is a portion of a circumference with that as the radius. You can see that, can't you?
You're going to have to go really simple for me.
Well, you know what a circumference is of a circle?
That's the outside.
Outside, that's right, the outside.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so there, if we had a circle,
Yes.
if we had a circle of that curvature,
Yep.
that would be the radius. Radius is half a diameter.
Oh, right, okay.
You with me now?
Yes.
It's simple.
Yep.
Because it wouldn't slip up and down.
No, right.
If it-
So if you completed that and made it a big circle.
Yes, that would be the radius. Hence it's called the radius.
Now I understand. I could never get that before.
Yes. Okay, guide bar bolts and studs. Studs in the front, bolts in the back. Yeah, bolts here for your guide bar here for your
Okay.
motor. And nuts. For the pack and gland.
Yep.
Okay. What is it?
Pressure relief valve.
Except, yeah,
Yeah, in case any water is...
Taper pin for your drag link.
Yes.
Combination lever.
Yes.
Cylinder clock, see they're not falling off.
Loads with your piston packing as against your cylinder cock, say, stitching or whatever like that. Is there any real sort of...
You know what?
Well, you know, like hearing a blow to say, well, rightio, is it a sticky...
Oh, yes, that's right, yes.
A couple of times...
Yes, that's right, yeah. Well, you just have to see that while you're running along. You just have to try and identify it.
Right.
But you could test it if you were down.
And a driver never would interfere with that packing at all, wouldn't he?
Not necessarily, no, it wasn't his job as far as the QO was concerned, no, you just book them, that's all. Hit it with yeah. Okay?
You lead on. These pin things, like how do you adjust them to give you more or less?
Well, that's a difficult question. Well, they had to just be enough of wood on it, I suppose, so it was snug fit. Yeah. Just feeds down there, feeds down the wall, as long as there's not the wall on it, it doesn't got to be too tight.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay? We put a hand under there, yeah, we have to see that you had clearance there.
Yep.
Indicated, if you didn't have clearance, what did it indicate?
The spring's not adjusted.
That's right, spring, and
broken.
she wouldn't steer around the corner. She push herself off, yeah. Okay, front pressure leak drive.
And if you break a spring on these, you block the front too, is that right?
That's right, if you broke, well, yes, you'd have to, yeah, block. Well, what is this? This is only compensated in pairs, isn't it?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, well, I
That's
presume
what I
it
was
would.
hoping that you did.
This model, I presume it would, yeah. You would block on pairs, yeah. It was compensated throughout, you pack on?
Front and back.
Front and back.
So it doesn't matter whether it's intermediate or whatever, you just block front and back. That have got a broken spring.
Yes, yes. Up drawer tight, up drawer on air.
Just any old grease to do and start leaking?
Any what?
Just use some grease to run around if it started leaking? Not that you'd have it open.
No.
Really, but
Yeah, just make sure it's screwed up tight, yeah. Yeah, nothing much you can do with it if it did start leaking. Yeah. Might be something different. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's sitting up fairly high. What is it?
it's a botched arrangement, that's what it is.
No, that's there.
That's auxiliary?
That's right,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, let's put a little spring in because it's supposed to go underneath. Now, what's the travel? What's the travel of this?
Engine is 3.5.
The quarters are 3.5.
That's right.
Tender? 4.5 to 11.
Yeah, that's right.
Quarter 3.5, 4.5 to 7.
So just looking at those there, does that look like they're compensated in pairs in here?
Adrian? Oh, well, we'd have to, okay, here's your pin here for your compensating beam, see that?
Yep.
There's a pin, okay, if we look up here now, no, there's none here, see?
Alright.
There'll be another one there.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah.
compensated in pairs?
Yeah, in pairs, yeah, there's a pin on their frame, yeah. Yeah. Oh, see that hole?
Yes.
Now, I think that should be adjusted in that hole.
Well, it could do, I suppose. If it was really excessive.
No, I think the brake should be adjusted in that hole. The other hole was the driver's. The one that's just, I think
Oh, right, okay, I
that should
see.
be in there.
And just in case,
Just in case,
when
if
you're
the
out.
piston travel's up
there.
that excessive, all it needs to do, instead of mucking around there, just put that in that hole.
Oh, right, okay,
Yeah, and that should be adjusted up in that hole.
Are you getting this camera on? This is important.
You follow that?
Yes, I am.
Well, knock that out.
Because you're not going to be able to get underneath,
That's
eh?
right, yeah.
No. Do you oil any of that brake beam at all? Or is it dry? Your main actuating beam.
The brake shaft.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen it
Oiled.
Never seen it oiled in, but I wonder is there? I don't know whether there's even provision for oil. It's very important, isn't it?
Well, there's a plug on the top there, a square plug sticking right there.
Have you ever oiled it?
No.
I've never oiled it
I'm
either.
not going to crawl in there and get dirty.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yes, yeah, provision there, probably on the other side too. Yeah, yeah. I probably say they reckon there's not that much movement in it. Oh, here they are. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's for the centerpiece. Yeah. Okay, now do you want to go underneath?
Well, it's a tight squeeze and it's absolutely up to you because I know it's a bigger of a thing to do for me. It was like, I know, see this is a different situation having, mainly left a lot of work up to us fellas on the day if a fitter isn't here.
Yes.
Do you ever adjust this?
No. Well, no, too big job for us, yeah. Yeah, it's a big job, setting up the springs.
Wedges.
On wedges, that's most important. The key plates,
Yes.
the key plates underneath the box.
Now, if they were loose, like they were the other day, and you're starting to get a bit of a knock
Yes.
on the
Boxes.
on the driver's side on the back rather than you start at the back and work forward. As far as adjusting the wedges up.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, right, okay.
which should do, but yeah.
Oh, it's got it very easy.
Yeah, but make sure. That's right. You get a lot of play in that box.
Yeah.
If your wedge is not, make sure your key plate is the bolts that hold the key plate they're right, and the adjusting screw up under the wedge is right.
I have been told.
Just back under the fender, have a look at the centre casting.
Yes.
That it's not cracked. And, back door hook. The other one. Or ash pans, most important. When you're where you're underneath the slide, that pan should be open, shouldn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
because if it's in the stable, yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But
I just don't know whether we used to close them or not. I'm just not sure. No, I'm not sure whether we close them, but we have to close them. We make sure they were working when we prepared the engine. Fireman's duties, yeah, make sure they were working, yeah. Give them a run, back and forth. And they often had to be cleaned and greased a lot, That's
they greased?
Well, yeah, that's right. If they were sticking open, that's the fittest job.
Right.
Yeah,
My understanding is that these ones go on dry.
Oh, yeah.
The actual sliders, right?
Yeah. But, I think they used to put a bit of oil on them to get them working. But that was important before you
Right, yeah. So basically
yeah.
come on, you've got all your paperwork done, all the preliminary stuff.
Yeah.
And you know which engine you want to work. You come and you start at the tender.
Yeah. Yeah, we assume she's set correctly.
Yes. If it wasn't, you'd have to.
Well,
or
there's nothing you can do about it.
wait until you can get.
That's right. Until you make up the lubricate, you can't get the pump on and you can't leave it then.
So basically you do your inspection all the way around.
Yeah, underneath.
And
Underneath it, you've got the,
yep.
underneath there. But this time they've got the lube done.
Yep.
Poking around with his fire. And he wants to move back to blow it down. Put the water up and blow it down.
Do you worry about doing checks in the cab before or after?
No, after.
After.
Yeah, after, yeah. Well, it's your responsibility to get the water right, but you rely on him, don't you?
Yeah.
You know that he's qualified to do his job, so testing the water is most important today. So I think the passengers are clear and his gauge glass is measuring correctly and contact software as well.
And when it comes to faults in the firebox, say leaky water stays and regards and all that sort of stuff, how far is too far gone?
Well, if you can't make steam, I would say. Well, that's right. If you can't make steam and you can't do the job, well, you're too far gone. And they expected us to take a lot of faults, With stains on and brick arches affected. Fire and hard.
Yeah.
Effective brick arch. Yeah.
Well, I suppose, and then you continue on and oil up then.
That's right, oil up, yes. Yeah, if we have a little bit of a look up there, we'll just sort of see the stand. The fireman's got to see the stand on the floor. Yeah, right, oil up, yeah. And he's in the process, he's one of the options. No, but now, before he starts the pump, okay, we want to do something. What was that for?
To give you a condensation made.
What's it called?
No, main reservoir.
Oh, well, we drained the main reservoir
right.
as we went around. We drained the main reservoir here. We didn't, it says on the other side. Yeah. And underneath too.
Yeah.
which we never used to, but there's a drain cock on the underneath. Okay, before we start the pump, most important.
The lubricator.
Yeah, most important. After that.
Crack the steam valve and start the pump.
Something more important. It's important that you do it now because you won't be able to do it later.
Oh, test for leaks
Okay.
in the main reservoir.
Good. Okay, we're going to test main reservoir,
And
rotary,
and equalising
straight pipe, equalising reservoir.
and equalising system.
That's right, equalising system, that's right, right. So before you start the pump, instruct the fireman to put the brake valve handle on.
Flat.
That's right. Start the pump. Okay, first thing we would test would be the governor.
Yes.
Pump would,
Should the pump should work until such time as the main reservoir pressure builds up to the setting of the governor, which should be 90 pounds
that's
per
right,
square
yeah.
or 125 with working fuel and AC.
Oh yeah, that's right, yes. 90 on single head, 125 on duplex head. Right, okay. That's what hand will that be? On the gauge, what hand will that be?
The red
Hand. Right, okay. What should the black hand show now?
Nothing.
Nothing, that's good. Okay, if the black hand shows would be, we could suspect that
The automatic brake valve is leaking.
the rotary is leaking. Yes, okay, the rotary is not leaking.
Should register nothing.
That's right. Okay, so what do we do now?
Put the handle in running.
Running, good. Don't put it in for release. A lot of fellows used to do that and bring it over. That is not correct. Put it in running. Okay, black hand is now down
To 70 pounds.
indicate.
And stand steady there. It indicates that the CM6 valve
Yes.
is operating correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
Check
adjusted
just correctly. Right, a further test for CN6. Instruct the fireman to,
go to the front of the engine.
yes, slight crack of the brake pipe.
Brake pipe.
Yes.
And
see
the black hands should fluctuate between 70 and 68.
That's right, indicates that something is happening. Right. Test for equalising piston.
Equalising system.
Okay, we make a 5 pound reduction.
and place the handle in the lap.
That's right. That's right. Further blow out the secondary exhaust indicates leakage. Okay, come on, here's coming. Equalising piston is lifting. What's going to lift?
The equalising reservoir.
Okay, leakage from the equalising reservoir is connections, even up to the gauge, the back hand on the gauge. Back hand on the gauge shows what pressure, what physical thing does the black hand show?
It shows the pressure in the equalizer.
That's right.
Not
We often say it's train line, but it's not. It's equalizer. Okay. Black hand is more gun.
Yep.
Got with equalising piston. Okay, so we tested that, made a 5 pound reduction and hold it on that. And if any further movement out on the secondary exhaust indicates leakage from the equalising reservoir or its connections, right? That was testing the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
With it on now.
Make a further reduction, and if you do not hear,
Apply out the secondary
by
exhaust.
time
The
black hand has fallen,
the 15 pounds?
no, 5.
Oh,
That's 5, yeah.
yes.
To indicate the air is going through past the ring.
Yes.
Follow that now?
Yes.
Make a further reduction. Listen and watch. And if you do not hear the secondary exhaust open by the time that's fallen 5 pounds, indicate. Okay, now here's a test that we should do out in the plane. You can't do it now. Test the brake pipe for leakage, brake pipe, the whole brake pipe.
Yes. Charge to 70 pounds per square
Yeah,
inch.
this was a test for the train.
Yes. Make a pressure handle.
We could do it if we suspected there was a bad leak on this, but the idea is to use this test for the train. Because we haven't got any really volume of brake pipe now, have we?
No.
compared to what the train is. Right.
Place the handle. Then, after you
Hold the brake valve handle on.
Yep.
You put it on back, yeah.
Then cut the isolating box out and place the brake handle in the full release position.
That's good. Black hand will now show
A true indication of brake.
true train line pressure, that's right. Any fault in the back hand indicates train line pressure. Okay, leaking auxiliaries.
Once
We cannot test for leaky auxiliaries. That is the province of the examiner. Because if it's a leaky auxiliary, that brake will be
release.
yes. He finds those, yeah.
Yep.
We can test the train line. We can't see by the mere fact of us putting the brake on, we are isolating the auxiliary from the brake pipe.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're only testing the length of the brake pipe. We can't test the auxiliary, but he will get it if the brake comes along. Brake comes on the brake auxiliary. Anything more? That's all the testing we can.
That's all it's
Yeah, right. I think, yeah, blow it down, good blow down, fill up the boiler, fill the tender, get the fire right, check your pan slide, hose your coal, hose your floorboard, crack the lubricator for your mate, and then you drop the bucket. I think you're pretty right.
Is there any really big deal with, I know it's in the book about freeing the cylinders with water and...
Yes, yeah, that is important, yes. And you say crack it very gently to start the compressor too. Yes.
Yeah, well that's obviously...
Yeah, it's very important that they free water. The water has very damaging things.
Yep. And that's done by opening the regulator. And
That's right, yes.
maybe the gas that comes forth.
Yeah. Having all that?
Yep.
But it's important that you know them. Okay?
The main ones with barriers, as we talked about, is broken snifter valve, broken spring, broken gauge glass.
Oh, yes. Well, now, can you pack a gauge glass?
No, I've
You
never
know?
done it.
You
Never
know?
done it.
Well, it's elementary, but you can get caught. Okay, the length, you know what the length is? If the glass will fit between the two pedestals, the two fittings.
Can you show me how this is supposed to be done on, say, 45 or something?
Right, okay. But if it is sticking over, it is referred to as being, if it is slightly larger.
Oh, wait a minute. Exhaust lap?
Exhaust lap, that is correct. There's your exhaust lap on the outside because these are inside admission. Okay, steam comes down here, inside here. That's where your force goes. Outside exhaust. Okay. But any delay, any overlap, it's indicating that that port is going to be closed before the valve gets right there.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yep.
And that's what sets up your compression, yeah. So the exhaust lap is on the outside on a D-slide valve it is
Inside.
on the inside. Right. Yeah, those clocks would be shut off because it blew en route.
Yep.
Right. Okay, and this one would have been open.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so your glass, there from there to there. There's your measure. See that? From there to there. If your glass, you've got to get your glass to fit in there.
All right.
There's your measure, okay?
From the top of the thread to the bottom.
Yeah, no, from the inside, underneath of there to the top of there.
All right.
Right, okay, so take those, there is a, it's good.
See, I've never done this before, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, there's that follower, I'll call it a follower, just now, following the washers. Now,
And there's packing underneath the washers, is that?
No, there shouldn't be.
No packing?
No, it shouldn't be. Should be just washers. You might have.
So which ones were the ones that they put asbestos?
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. They do put a bit of asbestos around it. You're right. They do.
Before or after?
Before.
Oh, right.
Before. Yes. Yeah. You're right. Before the washers.
So this is obviously what the piece of string is for.
That's right. That's correct. Okay, got to take that out too.
Rightio, so
You push him down through there.
You can feed him right the way through that top
Yes,
one.
yeah, but the first ones you've got to put on are these.
Top ones.
Make sure you put them in order, otherwise it's too late once you've got the glass down in there. Okay, you put your asbestos, your rubber washers,
Yes.
and your follower, and your nut.
Yep.
And your nut, and your follower, and your rings, and your asbestos there, right? Yeah, okay, hold it down tight, and screw the bottom one up first.
Bottom one first.
Yeah, hold it down tight. Yeah, hold it down tight, put the bottom one.
And it's only ever hand tight, eh?
Supposed to be only hand tight, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
So basically, with that,
And then screw the top one up,
it's
hand tight. Yeah, put your shield back on, and
warm the glass.
that's right, warm the glass, a little bit of steam front through it, yes.
If they're blowing through, that's Barry talked about, opening those, like if it's broken, and to clear out the passages.
If it's broken.
Yeah, if the gauge glass was broken, say it's broken.
Oh yes, yes.
And give it a quick open.
Oh, that's right. I think they do provide for that. Yes.
You'd have to put something up in front of you, wouldn't it, to stop you getting the glass in there?
Oh no, once the glass is all gone. Yeah, once the glass is all gone. But no, I don't think it'd need that. If the gauge glass previous to breaking was functioning correctly, you wouldn't need that. Your passages are. You can tell whether these passages are blocked.
Yes.
You've gone through all that with your fireman's exam.
Yeah.
If the glass is registering too high compared with that one,
Steam passages blocked.
that's correct, that's right, and vice versa. It doesn't come up indicate.
And the only
I'll see you later, right?
Oh, so if they're blocked, you can go through this nut to
Well,
clear
the
them out?
point is, no, well, in steam I wouldn't do that.
No,
Oh, no, gee, no.
not even with your water passage.
No. Oh, no, because you'd get it straight out at you.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes, 175 pounds.
See, this is what I say. It's one
Yeah,
thing
no,
to read it in a book.
No, we never
Another
used
thing.
we never used to touch those. Not out of steam, yes.
All right.
Out of steam, yes, you could. But as I say, if the gauge glass is functioning correctly, you've got no doubt the passages are right.
Yep.
Okay, so there's your measure from there to there.
Yes.
Make sure it's fairly snug on there, not too short. Otherwise the rings and that could get on top of the glass.
Yep.
And block the passage.
Yes.
Okay, and then take them, put the bottom ones on, and hold them up with a piece of string.
Yes.
So hold them up, and then hold the glass down tight and screw those up.
First.
Up, screw those up.
Yep.
Warm it up.
Yep.
Put your protector on. Warm those up, and eventually shut your bottom off and turn them on gently.
Right, yeah.
And give it a test.
Yep.
Okay.
When it talks faults with the lubricator, obviously the first remedy that they talk about if it's not feeding properly is to give a quick opening of your vent plug.
Yeah, but now I wouldn't open that vent plug. Have a big unbalance of pressure,
Yeah.
and it's got to fill up straight away. You've got to shut those off first. This is what we used to do. If you've got a side glass filled up
Yeah.
with oil and that, and you can't see through it,
Right.
turn these off first.
Right.
Then put your shovel up, tap him open.
My personal experience, I found to remedy that
Yes.
was pouring cold water over it.
Yes.
Yeah, when it filled up with oil and wouldn't take the oil. Wouldn't
Yes.
feed,
Yes.
It was just filling up the cyclone with oil.
Yes.
I didn't do what you suggested there and
Yes.
close that, which I probably could have.
Yes.
I drained this the first couple of times and it was still doing it.
Yes.
And then we got them through cold water over
Yes,
it.
yes, yes,
And
could work.
And started to
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
However, they talk about a blocked regular feed through the here.
Yes, through the
And
nozzle.
they say about opening and closing that quickly, and then if it still won't feed, opening it wide.
Oh yes, 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 yeah. That's well. If it's blocked, that
Yes.
okay. Now that's a different thing.
Yes.
You've got to. We'll just finish the first one first. Okay. Now you follow. If you come here and you've done the lube
Yep.
and you want to crack it for your mate and just see if they're working,
Yep.
and if one of them or more is made up, just do what I suggest. Close.
Close them.
Okay. When you do a lube, which way do you turn it on? What sequence do you open the valves?
Well, I'll explain how I fill it first.
Yes. Yeah.
When I fill a lube,
Yeah.
I come to it.
Make sure it's all closed off. It's probably out of steam. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's starting to make steam.
Yeah.
Put the shovel under.
Yeah.
And I
Open the drain cock.
I crack him. I take the plug out.
Yes.
Then I open all of the vent plugs and drain all the water, and I even open the water valve. Particularly on that smaller lubricator, I open the water valve, and then I open all of these, and I leave them open while I am filling the lube, until such time as oil runs out the top.
Yes.
And then I may leave this open slightly as I'm filling, because obviously you don't want to waste oil, but just so that I know that it's still running.
Full. Yeah.
Then I'll go through and close all of that, put the plug back in and close it. And then I'll go to the stopcock, go over on the main mount, then to the condenser valve, and open the water.
Yeah,
and
but
make sure the sight glass.
Yeah, but open those first two first, and go about some other duties.
Oh, right, okay.
Because you've got to get ahead of water.
Yes.
Okay. You've got to get ahead of water in it, and that comes from condensation. Yes. Okay. So open the first two first.
Yep.
Go about your duties, and then, okay, after a little while, open the water valve then. And then...
Open it wide?
Yes. Yeah, and turn it back a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, turn it back a little so you
make... It won't affect the actual feed of the oil. It's just a matter of allowing water to build up in the side.
That's right, yeah,
right.
in the condensing chamber.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so then you look up and you see one dirty.
Yes.
So you would shut his nozzle off.
Yes.
Drain him right out.
Yes.
And then let him fill up with water again. Then fill up with water. And then crack him.
Yep.
And if he is not, okay, so you see what we've done. That's that remedy.
Yes.
Let him fill up with water, because it's going to be condensation what does it. And then crack him, and he should work.
Yep.
Okay, now if there's obstructed feed nozzle, do what you did. Do it while he is open your glass, open your little
vent plug.
Vent plug then. Yep. That will create a big unbalance of pressure.
Yes.
It'll vent all that chamber out, and any obstruction should free it, see, because it's got no pressure to work against. And then shut your...
and if it still doesn't feed, it then says about removing your regulating valve, and then poking a bit of water.
Oh yes, that's right,
Now,
yes.
How do you go about that, as in which should be open and...
Well, you have to close all off.
Everything off?
Oh, you have to close everything off, yes.
All right,
yes,
okay.
you have to close everything off, yeah, because you're going to have full pressure in there if you don't. Even if it's water under pressure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Place your handle in application zone, or full application zone. I don't know, they're all different types.
Yeah, yeah, well...
and the gauge should rise to a pressure of 45 pounds.
That's right. Yeah,
and sit there.
Yeah.
If it goes above that, well, the blow will be heard out of the safety valve.
That's correct, yeah.
Which means then, now that's what I want to ask you. Say, for example, which we do here, we change brake locks and we adjust brake travel. When you're adjusting everything, you've got the feed valve to consider, and you've got the brakes on the brake safety valve to consider. Which do you adjust first and vice versa to get the 45?
Correct setting?
Yes.
Well, you'd have to make sure that if you wanted to adjust that, you'd have to make sure that this was screwed up well in excess of 45.
Well, I'm just thinking here now, because we've adjusted the brake travel, that you're going to get increased pressure from the reduced piston volume.
Yes. Yeah, because the brake travel is right.
It's been adjusted to the, maybe the minimum.
Yeah, within the limits. Yes.
So really, we shouldn't have to touch the safety valve, but would you?
No.
You would adjust your feed valve or reducing valve first, wouldn't you? Should I say your reducing valve? You would adjust it first to 45 pounds.
Yes.
And then screw him up so that he's right at 45 pounds. He shouldn't. How would you test it?
Well, this is what I'm saying, that you could not test that unless you screwed your reducing valve up.
All right. Okay.
Could you?
Or
Now, I'm just a little bit hazy on this. We've probably gone into it. With the A6ET, we know to test your safety valve, what do?
put it in emergency.
That's one, and another?
Apply your independent.
Good.
And then make a service application.
That is right, that is correct. Yeah, that's correct, yes. So, I'm just not sure. I'd have to give it a lot more thought. I will think about it before you come next time. Okay, the only way we could do it, we couldn't put this one on and then put that one on top of it.
No, you'd have to put the straight air.
Yeah, that's right.
On
Yeah,
first
yeah. But with this double check valve, I'll have to think about that. Yeah, but I'd say it could. I'm just thinking about it. So if you got that one on, yeah, this one will equalise at 50 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Which is 5 pounds extra than it should be.
but no, you couldn't test it.
Why not? You're only supposed to have 45 pounds in the brake cylinder, and you put another 5 pounds over the top of that should load.
Yes, yeah.
Or
I'll think about that.
Or is your safety valve supposed to be set at least 5 pounds above? Yeah, wait a minute now, you got me thinking. 55 pounds.
Yes, yeah. And that should be set at 45 pounds.
45.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll think about that. We'll talk about that when you come up next time. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I suppose the next question. Did you get that drink of water?
No.
Did you want to get that drink of water?
Yeah. Anyone can do the work, as I told you. Anyone can do the job, couldn't they?
That's right.
Broken brake hanger there. Yes. Okay. So you take the, but the secret is.
Setting it in the correct position to get it.
Oh yeah. Well, not only that.
Cutting the brakes.
Cutting the engine brake out. That's the secret. Yeah. That tells you whether you know it. Yeah. Okay. So take your split pin out and off both your.
Now, in what position would you have to get your rods to be able to get that out, because it's not going to clear the top, is it?
No, it's not going to clear the bottom. I'd say get it up here. I'd say above the block.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you got to get it so you can work under there.
Yep.
You got to get that out. Split pin out there off your brake beam and off the hanger.
Right.
Take those out. Tie one up to the other with rope, tar band we used to call it,
Oh yeah.
and then cut your engine brake out.
And how do you do that?
Next question.
Put your handle in service and
At the same time.
hold your brakes under release valve.
Yes.
Because that's how it's connected.
That's right. It is connected to the
Brake cylinder, not that
this
auxiliary.
brake cylinder. Okay, so we take the auxiliary out through the
Brake cylinder.
brake cylinder. That's right. And when it is, no more blows. Brake pipe width.
Yep.
Close your cutout cock then,
Then,
not before.
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right now, there are three breakdowns. Three breakdowns which should cover any breakdown of the mechanics of this side.
Yes.
Otherwise, okay. So the big one is this: is broken crank pin that we cannot hold the side rods on,
Yep.
and as a result, the crank pin broke. The front end is knocked out of the cylinder,
Yep.
and she's a complete failure on this side.
Yes.
And whatever you take off this side, you've also got to take off on the other side. If we broke these rods, and we took that rod off on this side with a broken trailing rod, we'd have to take it off the other side. Okay, so I won't deal much with those. They're only elementary, but it's important that you set them correctly, that you can get that pin out. See?
So it'd be
Somewhere about it now, wouldn't it? But that's important, that you are setting to get that pin out.
Yep.
And you needn't center the valve or anything like that
No.
for that breakdown. Just make sure that any breakdown, that the locomotive is secured, air brake applied, and
lubricated shut off.
that's right, and tender brake hard on.
Right, well, just in continuing with that,
Yes.
where exactly do you put your jacks, and will you have to have some kind of packing because they are relatively small jacks to lift them in?
Yes, yes. To take the weight off it, yes. Yeah, well, where was the jack placed? Here, I think, wasn't it?
Under the brake ring.
No, under the framing there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I think that was the jacking spot. Yeah, and you've got to rotate these, put some oil on the wheels and rotate these in a
Clockwise.
Anti.
anti.
Oh, it is too.
Anti
We're on the wrong side.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I won't dwell on those, but you're right, you've got to jack it up to take the weight off it.
Yep.
And rotate with a pinch bar, rotate till the rod falls off the knuckle. You take the rod off, securing it up here in your foot plate, and take the other one off on the other side. Remember, those are left is right and right is left. Yes. Okay, quite happy with that?
Yep.
This one's a horse with a different colour. That one, we would have to centre the valve.
Yeah, that's right.
Because if you remove your driving rod at the small or big end, you've got to make sure that the valve is centred and tested and secured before you remove a driving rod at small or large end.
Okay,
But so now, okay, so we're quite happy with that. That now, as far as doing that job,
Yeah.
that one, you wouldn't have to slip the wheels or anything, would you?
No.
No.
You
No.
should come right
Okay, so we just won't
And
talk with that anymore because we've got to talk about centering the valve with the big job.